Hello everyone. Thank you for joining me at Second Chance Ministry Radio. My name is Frank S. Garcia.
Hachette Audio presents I Declare 31 Promises to Speak Over Your Life. Written and read by Joel Osteen.
Introduction. Our words have creative power. Whenever we speak something, either good or bad, we give life to what we're saying. Too many people say negative things about themselves, about their families, and about their futures. They say things like, "I'll never be successful. This sickness will get the best of me. Business is so slow, I don't think I'll make it." They don't realize they are prophesying their futures. The scripture says we will eat the fruit of our words. That means we will get exactly what we've been saying. Here's the key. You've got to send your words out in the direction you want your life to go. You cannot talk defeat and expect to have victory. You can't talk lack and expect to have abundance. You will produce exactly what you say. If you want to know what you're going to be like 5 years from now, just listen to what you're saying about yourself. With our words, we can either bless our futures or we can curse our futures. That's why we should never say things like, "I'm not a good parent. I'm unattractive. I'm clumsy. I can't do anything right." Now, those thoughts may come to your mind, but don't make the mistake of verbalizing them. The moment you speak it out, you allow them to take root. There have been plenty of times where I've thought something negative, I'm just about to say it, but I'll catch myself and think, no, I'm not speaking defeat into my future. I'm not speaking failure over my life. I'm going to turn it around and speak favor into my future. I will declare I'm blessed, I'm strong, I'm healthy, this will be a great year. When you do that, you are blessing your future. I've written this book of 31 declarations so you can bless your future one day at a time, 1 month at a time. My hope is that you will take just a moment each day to bless your future with one of these positive, inspiring, and encouraging declarations. When we were looking to renovate the former Compaq Center in Houston so it could serve as the new Lakewood Church, our architects told us the project would cost millions more than we'd originally estimated. I was shocked by the figures they gave us. After I got up off the ground, I thought, that's impossible. I could never raise that much money. There's no way this will happen. The thoughts were there, but I knew better than to verbalize them. My attitude was, if I prophesy my future, I'm going to prophesy something good. I'm not going to say what I feel. I'm not going to say what it looks like. I'm going to say what God says about me. My declaration was, God is supplying all of our needs. He is Jehovah Jireh, the Lord our provider. This may seem impossible, but I know God can do the impossible. I made sure to have a report of victory, and we saw this dream come to pass. Proverbs 18:21 says, "Life and death are in the power of our tongue." What are you saying about your future? What are you saying about your family? What are you saying about your finances? Make sure the words you are sending out are in the direction you want your life to go. If you're a baseball fan, you probably know who Jose Lima was. During the 1990s, he was the star pitcher for the Houston Astros. One season, he won 21 games and was considered one of the best pitchers in the league. But something interesting happened. When the Astros moved from the Astrodome to their new ballpark downtown, the fence in left field was much closer than the fence in the Astrodome. And of course, this favors the hitters, makes it more difficult on the pitchers. The first time Jose Lima went to the new ballpark, he stood on the mound. When he looked out into left field and saw how close the fence was, the first words out of his mouth were, "I'll never be able to pitch in here. This fence is way too close." Do you know he went from being a 21-game winner to being a 16-game loser? It was one of the biggest negative turnarounds in Astro history. What happened? He prophesied his future. Those negative thoughts came, and instead of ignoring them, he made the mistake of speaking them out. When you speak it out, you're giving life to your faith. As Proverbs 6:2 says, we are snared by the words of our mouth. When I was a boy, there was a gentleman who owned a company that took care of our church grounds. He was a very nice man, kind and friendly, but he always had a negative report. Every time I talked to him, he told me how hard life was, how business was slow, his equipment was breaking down, he was having problems at home, one of his children was acting up, on and on. I saw him twice a week for probably 10 years. I cannot remember one time that he did not have a negative report. I'm not making light of his situation. The point is, he was prophesying defeat. He was cursing his future. He didn't realize he was being snared by the words of his mouth. Sadly, when he was about 55 years old, he became very sick. He spent the next 2 or 3 years in and out of hospitals. He ended up dying a very sad, lonely death. I couldn't help but think about how he had been predicting this sad ending his entire life. He got what he was calling in. You may be in a difficult time right now, but let me challenge you, don't use your words to describe the situation. Use your words to change the situation. I hope you'll use this book as a guide for declaring victory each day. Declare health, declare favor, declare abundance. You give life to your faith by what you say. All through the day, we should go around saying, I have the favor of God. I can do all things through Christ. I am blessed. I am strong. I am healthy. When you do that, you just blessed your life. You just spoke favor into your future. If you get up in the morning feeling the blahs, don't ever say, this will be a lousy day. I don't want to go to work. I'm tired of dealing with these children. No, get up and say, this is going to be a great day. I'm excited about my future. Something good is going to happen to me. You should send your words out in the direction you want your life to go. Maybe you've been through a disappointment. A relationship didn't work out. You didn't get the promotion you were hoping for. But instead of complaining, well, I should have known it. I never get any good breaks, just my luck. No, your declaration should be, I know when one door closes, God will open up another door. What was meant for my harm, God will use to my advantage. I'm not only coming out, I'm going to come out better off than I was before. Have a report of victory. Here's what I've learned. You believe what you say about yourself more than anyone else. That's why on a regular basis, we should say things like, I'm blessed, I'm healthy, I'm strong, I'm valuable, I'm talented, I have a bright future. Those words go out of your mouth and come right back into your own ears. Over time, they will create the same image on the inside. I read about a doctor in Europe who had some very sick patients. They had been treated by traditional means, but their health had not improved. So he gave them a very unusual prescription. He had them say 3 or 4 times an hour, I'm getting better and better, every day, in every way. Over the next few months, he had remarkable results. Many of those patients had not improved with traditional medications, but all of a sudden, they began to feel better and better. What happened? As they heard themselves saying over and over, I'm getting better, I'm improving, my health is coming back, those words begin to create a new image on the inside. Before long, they started seeing themselves strong, healthy, and whole. Once you get a picture of it on the inside, then God can bring it to pass on the outside. You could see your life go to a whole new level if you'll just zip up the negative words and start speaking faith and victory into your future. I know people who are always tired and run down. They're constantly saying, I'm so tired. I just don't have the energy. They've talked about it so long, it's become a reality. Do you know the more we talk about something, the more we draw it in? It's as if you're feeding it. If you get up in the morning and just talk about how you feel, and how you're tired and how you won't make it, you are defeating yourself. You're digging your own hole. Don't talk about the problem, talk about the solution. The scripture says, let the weak say I'm strong. Notice it doesn't say, let the weak talk about their weakness. Let the weak call 5 friends and discuss their weakness. Let the weak complain about their weakness. No, it says in effect, let the weak say exactly the opposite of how they feel. In other words, don't talk about the way you are, talk about the way you want to be. If you get up in the morning feeling tired and lethargic, instead of complaining, more than ever, you need to declare, I am strong in the Lord. I am full of energy. My strength is being renewed. This will be a great day. When you do that, it will not only change how you feel, it will also change your attitude. You won't go out with a weak, defeated, victim mentality. You will go out with a victor mentality, with the spring in your step, with the smile on your face, with your shoulders back. Those words can literally help lift your spirit and cause you to see yourself and your circumstances in a whole new light. Friends, you are one of a kind. You are a masterpiece. You are a prized possession. When you wake up in the morning and look in the mirror, instead of getting depressed, instead of saying, oh man, look how old I am. Look at this gray hair. Look at these wrinkles. No, you need to smile and say, good morning, you beautiful thing. Good morning, you handsome thing. Good morning, you blessed, prosperous, successful, strong, talented, confident, secure, disciplined, focused, highly favored child of the Most High God. Get it on the inside. Speak favor over your future.
You are listening to Second Chance Ministry Radio.